Hello guys, thought I'd do a quick video. Right, so I've just been down to my local scope charity shop. I was down there earlier in the week and I asked about checking out some games she had out in the back. Because the ones on this the casing, the shop, have been there for like 2 or 3 weeks and not been changed over. So I asked him, if I could look at ones at the back, and he said, "Well, no, I'm sorry, we've got to go through and check them and make sure they're okay, and it takes time. We've got to put them through the system and all that kind of stuff." Yeah. So I said, "Well, do you know when you'll get them out?" He said, "Yeah, probably Wednesday or Thursday." So Wednesday, I thought, right, I'm going to a car boot fair, and I don't want to be going down there, directly. I need to come home, rest, and chill out for the rest of the day. Thursday I could go down there, but again, I had a few other things I had to do Thursday, so I couldn't go there Thursday. So I went down there today, and they still had the same shit. Football games, fever games on the shelf. So the guy was there, and one of the older females were there. And I said to him, I just looked at the games again, and you still got the same games. And I thought you were going to get some new games out for me to check out, because you said you was going to get them out Wednesday or Thursday. I said, "Oh yeah, we've been doing other stuff. We've been too busy." Well, I used to work in that shop, and they're not that busy. I'll tell you that for one thing. They might be busy sorting stuff out at the back, but they're not that busy on the shop floor front most of the time. And I said, "Well, I've come all the way down here and hope that I can get some, games from you, but you still got the same stuff up there. You said you were going to get some fresh games out." I said, "When you go and get them out?" She goes, "Well, we're shutting in 20 minutes, we're not going to get them now." I said, "Well, when will you get them? Because I can't keep coming down here just to check out to see if we've got new games on the shelf or not. It costs me money, and I come from Streatham, which I practically do come from Streatham." So she goes, "Well, I'll have to speak to my manager tomorrow. Come down tomorrow and we'll sort something out tomorrow." I said, "Well, I can't come tomorrow. I just told you, it's a bit difficult for me to keep coming down here. I can only come down once a week." I said, "Can you keep them for me until next Tuesday or Thursday? Because Wednesday's car boot fair." I said, "Can you keep them for me till next Tuesday or Thursday, and I'll come down and check them then?" And she goes, she started umming and ahhing. The guy was going on about something I can understand because he's got a disability, and you can't understand what he's saying half the time. And she goes, "What one's you after?" I said, "Well, anyone's, Xbox." And I said, you got a pile of them out there. So she turns around and the guy, she goes, "Go and get the Xbox games." I thought, yes. So after complaining, saying you said you were going to do this and you weren't going to do that. I even told her I used to work there. I know how busy it can be sometimes, and they weren't busy at this particular time. There's only one other person in the shop after I came in. And I said, I bought a load of stuff down, to donate to you. And I still will probably donate more stuff to you, but, And she goes, "Well, hang on, we're going to get the games." So the guy actually went around the back and pulled out about 35 Xbox games. There was about, several Fever games there again, which I was not interested in. But, after complaining, it kind of pulled out from me in one way because I was able to get 20 games. So some of these games I've already got, but I'm going to check them on CEX and give you a rundown on the voucher price. The first one is Mass Effect. I've got several copies of. And, that's only 10p. And all these discs were £1. All the games were £1 each. It does have the manual. Mass Effect. 10p. So what I'm going to do with these I'll tell you what I'm going to do with some of the games later. Right, we've got Plants vs Zombies, Garden Warfare. So let's see what that's worth. Garden Warfare. Got quite a few on here. If it was a PlayStation game, that would have been worth £5. I've not actually seen it on there, actually. Right, here we go. 10p. So 2 games, 10p. That one's got a manual. That one hasn't got a manual. Well, I got Michael Jackson, The Experience. I've already got this one, but you know, some people still collect it. But the only reason I picked up a lot more of these because I wanted to show my appreciation in one way that they actually did go out to the back and get them after I made that little kind of complaint. That's only valued at 1p. Now you're taking a huge risk buying games for £1 and not getting nothing back. Now, if this was the Experience Collector's Edition, which it isn't, no, I've got a Connect, but it wouldn't be valued that much. But that's only 1p. Right, there's Fable 2. That one's 80p. Disc is there, manual's there. So that's only 80p. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock is the next one. That one on XBOX 360 isn't actually listed. I think we need the guitar with this one. Yeah, it says Souls Warriors of Rock. Souls is £3 for the disc itself. If it had the guitar, it'd be £43. If it had the rock bundle, which is the guitar and drums and mic, that would have been £80. If it was just with the drum kit, it would have been £33. But I think this one might just be worth £3, maybe. Put it one side and I'll take it out with my other games. Got a bag of games I've got to take up there anyway, sometime. Battlefield 3, 1p. So that's £5 in games, which is worth less than 20p. Right, we got Need for Speed Undercover. Originally this was £6 in CX. So Need for Speed Undercover, 80p. Now I'm not taking anything up, which is less than £1.60. Right, we've got Carnival Games in action. I have taken some Carnival games up before and got, around about 140, 160, something like that. And let's see what this one is worth. No, if these were all out on the shelf, I'd been standing there, scanning them through CX there and then, but no, it wasn't. That one is worth 80p. So I'm not making any of my money back yet. Call of Duty, I think this one is £3. Yeah, no, it's actually £5. So I've got £5 back, but what's the dislike? Bit gaudy. I'm going to have to put that through the old disc cleaner. Right, we got Diablo. That was £22 at one time. So what's it worth now? 10p. 10p. And that used to be 22 quid. Now I've got one now I'm going to keep to last because I know I had one of those before. And I did get a little bit of money for it. So that one might, come back at a decent price, but I don't know. Right, we've got Far Cry 4. And that's only like 10p or something. Yeah, 10p. So I'm hoping that some of these are going to be worth a bit more money, I'll tell you, because I spent, a couple of quid getting down here, a couple of quid getting back, and I'm not making nothing back on it, Right, so that one is £1 to hook. So I might be able to get my £1 back on that one. This one I've not actually seen before. Arcania. Gothic 4, I think it is. So I'm hoping this one might be worth a bit. Worth £1. Right, so I've got Call of Duty Black Ops. So I picked up 2 Call of Duties today. That's £6. We've got Final Fantasy 13. £10p. We got Dead or Alive. £10p. No, I know this one ain't worth nothing. SmackDown versus Raw. And that was the last disc I picked up because all the games I picked up valued at 19, and there's still games there which I've already gone through. She goes, so they're picking up one, making 20. So I said, yeah, all right, then, it's £1. But I ain't really made money back on it. That's £1. Got Fable 3. £80p. If it had the playing cards and coin, it'd be worth 16 quid. But no, 80p. And this one I've not even heard of, so I'm hoping this one might be a bit more valuable. Universe at War. £80p. 9 one. That's a different one. Universe at War. Earth Assault. Yeah, £80p. The last one is the orange. Half-Life 2. The orange box. And that is £8. Well, I'm hoping it's only one CD. It's only got one CD in it. So really, if that's £8, and yes, they did originally sell it for £12, and it's still £12 in their shops. So that will go up. Because I remember selling Half-Life 1, I think it was, and I got like about £8 on that one, I think. So there's always, trying to keep an eye out for like the old Half-Life games. So in total, and I didn't write them down, but I'll quickly go through them again anyway in a sec. So that's £8. I think that was £3, and that's 11. That's 11. I'm going to check these discs and probably run them through the cleaner as well, because they had two scratched up and I won't take them. Smackdown, I think it was £1. Yeah, £1 on that one. So that's 12. And that's 13. Look. That's £1. So that's 14. So that's £6. That's 20. And That's £5, so £25 in credits in 2, 4, 7 games, right? And a couple of them are £1 each, so I'm just getting my money back on those ones. So these ones here, although most of them is like a penny or 10p or £1. Profit wise, £5, but then I've got to consider that taking the cost of travel costs down now. So that's like £2. So £3 total credit profit. And then all these other games here. All these ones here, freebies. So, you know, not bad for £20 spend out on, you know, the charity shop scope. I think they had other games in there like PlayStation 2 and stuff like that. And I said, like, you know, maybe next week, you know, I'll come down and if you want any PlayStation games, I can buy some PlayStation games off you. She goes, yeah, you know, we've got any. I think I pissed them off a little bit from my complaint. But hey, I wouldn't have complained if he'd already had the games out, you know. And the guy did say, oh, Wednesday or Thursday, definitely have them out. And he didn't. So really, in one way, I'm happy they didn't have them out. I was getting a little bit annoyed saying, like, you know, I'd have to come back, you know, Saturday, tomorrow, being car boot fair, which I wouldn't have been able to do anyway. No, I ain't gone to car boot fair. Maybe I might get some more games there. But you know, when it gets turned around and say, well, not, you know, tomorrow, come back tomorrow, or, you know, come back next week sometime. I said, look, I can only get down here once a week. You know, I can't keep coming down in hope that you're going to get some games out. I said, it's not benefiting me. You know, it's going to benefit you if you get games out, you know. So I said, you don't know how many games I'm going to buy. And, you know, the woman kind of looked at him, she goes, oh, just don't get the games out, you know. And apparently they had like 20 minutes, you know, before the shop shut. And she goes, oh, we got to go through and make sure all the discs are there. You know, we got to put them through the system. All they got to do is put, you know, like that as £1. Game £1, game £1, game £1, which would have took probably about 5 minutes if that. And I know that they don't have to do that. Not all the time anyway, unless they can do individually prices. You know, they can, if someone picked up like 10 discs, you know, movies, they're not going to scan every single one. She'll count them up and say, like, 10 movies, £1 each, £10. And she'll put it through as 10 movies, £1 equals subtotal £10. I know, because I used to work there. So, you know, the complaint for him not getting them out probably like pissed him off a little bit. But people in charity shops shouldn't say that they're going to do things when they don't do it. Now, I know sometimes charity shops can be very busy, and I've been in there, you know, on a busy hour. But, you know, when I went down there, and not last time, there wasn't no one in the shop. No, he could have easily got the games out of there and let me look at them, but he didn't. And it is very difficult to understand what he's saying because he has a, you know, a bad speech impediment disability. And when he said Thursday or Wednesday, Thursday, I said, what? When? He said, Thursday. I thought, well, if I can get down, I'll get down here. No, if I can't, then I can't. And I won't go to cross my fingers, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, after pointing a little complaint and saying, well, he did say he was going to get them out, you know, I think that kind of like triggered it and I was able to get them. So, you know, if you don't ask, like, you know, I always said, you know, to people, don't ask, you don't get. And if people promise that they're going to get things out, they should hold up to their promise. You know, and like, so I know it ain't usually busy down there because I used to work there. I used to do a lot of charity work in that shop, you know, and I'd never got paid for it because it was charity work, you know. And the only reason I had to give it up was because my knees were getting bad. So And I couldn't keep standing up all the time, you know, and like walking around and putting things out on the shelves and the counters and serving, you know, the customers. So I had to give it in. But, you know, I did say, you know, don't get, I used to work here. You know, I know the rules and regulations. You know, I didn't say that, but I said I used to work here. I brought loads of stuff down for you. I said, I remember you used to have like those head statues, which you was able to like put like hats and scarves around. You know, they're supposed to be for the shop, not to sell, and they sold them. They actually sold them. And those heads, you know, like were heads of females, you know, kind of thing. And they were worth quite a bit of bloody money. You know, I picked them up from the tip outside because the girl upstairs used to do like hairdressing, I think, and like she threw out wigs, and I wasn't going to take wigs. But the heads, there's about 5 heads in there. And I've been in like, you know, well, not in, but near mannequin shops. And those heads can be about, you know, 40, 50 quid each. And I just didn't want to be like sticking them on eBay and having the hassle of posting them out. So I picked them up and I go into the charity shop. So, you know, and I said to her, you know, I've helped you out a few times, you know. You know, I don't have to come in here and, you know, give you stuff as a donation. I could always give it to the cancer research across the road, or, you know, another shop down the road. But I've always been to Scope because I used to buy a lot of stuff off Scope. And their prices weren't too bad, but, you know, because of the cost of living, they have actually gone up in prices. Like a little ornament this woman was asking about when I was going through the games. They went like 3 quid for a very, very small ornament, and the ornament had the chip. And she goes, well, you know, it's got a chip in. She goes, well, I can do £2.50. She goes, can you do it less than that? She goes, no, because, like, you know, by legal rights, you know, by their legal rights, we can't let certain items go for less than £2. Because when I asked about the games, I said, how much are they going to be, by the way? She goes, oh, I said, I think they're normally about £1 each. She goes, I said, oh, she goes, yeah, about £1. Sometimes I've seen some of the games in there for about £2 or £3 each, and they're not even worth nothing in CEX. So she had turned around and said, like, 3 quid. I said, well, you know, I'll still have a look. And I would have only probably picked up, you know, like the Call of Duty ones. Maybe the Orange Box one, and left all the others. Because, you know, she did say £1. I decided to pick up 20. 7 of them I can get my money back on. 13 of them worth nothing. Probably in total, probably 2 quid in total. So there we go. So, you know, one a bad pickup, I suppose, after complaining. Right, I'm going to go sort out these discs, give them a bit of a clean up, put them in the bag with the others, and there'll be a car boot fair video tomorrow on my Car Booty Steve YouTube channel. If it's more of a game pickup, I'll probably do a separate video on here showing you the games I picked up. So keep an eye out on my other channel, Car Booty Steve, for the car boot video, and on this one for the game pickup at the car boot fair. So catch you later, and bye bye for now.